We have an escape. I hope it's not a bee. It better not be a bee. Okay, I only see 3 cows. We've got a loose cow. I'm glad it wasn't. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. We are back with the Farm Manager 2018 Grow Nothing $1 Million Challenge. And by the way, we started with virtually no money. So all of that's going on, but that's a really wordy challenge title. So we'll just call it the Grow Nothing $1 Million Challenge. And something just popped up that we have a low amount of food in our animal building. Training is finished. Okay, I'll deal with that in a second. Note, that's the warehouse. I know what's going on there. Do you have a problem with too much food? The chickens are not doing well. All right. The thing is, chickens, your food is wicked expensive. Like, sunflowers ain't nothing. And oats are pretty pricey, too. I mean, you have food. You don't have no food. All right, let's see if we can stock up a little more on wheat, corn, and rye. And that's pretty much what you're going to get right now. Oh, dear God, if I go to the machine market one more time. Sorry, you kind of had to be here for the last episode with the machine market issue. So wheat, not buckwheat, just regular wheat. And this time let's try not to buy the seeds. Let's buy the actual wheat. So give me, I don't know, 5,000 of that. Wow, that's really pricey, chickens. Really, really pricey. And how about some more corn? You guys like corn, right? Corn is also pretty pricey. How about if we got you an extra 3,000 of corn? Would you like that? There we go. And how about the cows? How are they doing on the whole food issue? They've got grass, they've got silage, they've got rye, and they've got crops. That is fine because most of their food is pretty cheap. In fact, while I'm kind of kicking around the market area, I may as well just do a little restock on that. It's not like we're not going to need it in the future. So yeah, give me this costs virtually nothing. So give me another 5,000 of that. Oh, virtually nothing. That's 1,600 money. And my God, we only have 55,000 left. I think my concern with this challenge is I may not be able to keep enough money generated to feed the animals. What is your issue? I gave you food. Well, probably hasn't been delivered yet, so that kind of makes sense. All right, training. Without spending too much money, what could we train? Without really breaking the bank here. Cost optimization, we just did that one, so our bills reduced by 2%. We could bring that up to 5%. That is kind of just money in the bank. I do kind of like the idea of that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that one. And that will just reduce our overall running costs, which is not a bad thing. Now, how are we doing on actual product? We got some eggs that just came in. I just saw that. Let me add eggs up to the top here so I can keep an eye on them. Milk is starting to come in pretty heavily, which is good. We don't have, I'm saying this, let me just make sure of that. We don't have enough money for a cooling warehouse, right? No, not even close. Oh my God, that's almost 200,000 money. No, we're going to be a long way off from that. We're basically just going to have to make do and make sure we are selling things in a timely manner so it doesn't go off. Speaking of which, let's... oh, God, machine market again. I should probably change the name of this challenge to Can Dave Get Through an Episode Without Clicking on the Machine Market Challenge? And the answer is no. No, I can't. So, cow's milk... that's going to go off on the 1st of the 5th or the 5th of the 1st. 1st of the 5th, considering we're in the 4th. So that's not too bad. That's almost 2 weeks away. But what's it going for now? It is ticking up a little bit. 344, it's off. At the end of the day, the difference between 3.481 and 3.441 is negligible. So if we were to sell it now, you know what? That's $1,500. 1,500 money, however they're generating income here. Oh, we have some manure we could sell. We could get 12 money for that. You know what? I'll sit on the manure for, yeah, that's fine. I'll sit on the manure until we've actually got enough that's worth selling. Really, chickens are still hungry. Are you serious? Because I see that they have food. I totally, oh, you know what I didn't do? Make anyone work here. Yeah, make anyone work here. Eliza, please go feed the chickens kind of quickly. Yeah, that's the problem with the chickens. It wasn't the food. The fact that nobody was feeding them. Nobody was feeding the chickens at all. Just left to their own devices. Eliza, please go feed the chickens. They have food. And how are the cows doing? Cows seem to be doing fine. That's good. And they have plenty of food. They are good. What's in the warehouse? Okay, we got some more cow's milk coming in. We have 20 eggs. Okay, let me just laugh my butt off and find out what 20 eggs are going to sell for. So where's that? Chickens under... Okay, why can you not spell chicken? Because I'm in the wrong place. I actually want to sell things, not buy things. There we go. Oh, please tell me I didn't just buy cow's milk instead of selling it. I really... My issue with tycoon games is it's very hard for me to maintain concentration on all the many, many things that are going on. So really, at the end of the day, that's the challenge of this challenge run. So if I sold all those eggs, I would get 54 money. When are they going off? 9th to the 5th? That's a fair ways away. That's like 2 weeks away. We'll just sit on those and just accumulate a few more of them. Oh, chickens are ready for breeding. Good. That's my whole point, is that we'll be breeding them rather than buying them, and these ones are already ready for breeding. And the chickens are low money, but they're super regular. They're quick. It's just regular money ticking in, whether it's selling the eggs or selling the chickens when you've maxed out the coop. Now, with 55,000 left, what realistically could I be putting that would generate some money? And the answer to that is pretty much going to be bees. It's got to be bees, right? What is a beekeeper hut going for? 2,000. That is pretty darn inexpensive. That is pretty darn inexpensive. And watching the Geek Cupboards play of this, the money's in the honey is where it is. I mean, obviously the money's actually in the crops. The way this game makes money is fruit and veg. It just kills it, and we're not doing that. So we've got to go to the honey. That's how this is going to have to go down. Let me start with one. And get that built, just so I get the basics down of bees, and then I'll see how I want to flesh out the rest of them. But in the meantime, what we could be doing is getting a road going up there so people can actually access that. So let's get a road from, I don't know if it makes any sense to put the road behind the worker's hut, but you know what, while I'm here, let's just take this road to here-ish, and here, and here. Again, my farms don't tend to be very orderly. None of my tycoon games are orderly. They're not blocky and gritty. I do try to keep a more organic feel to everything as best I can. I want it to look like, you know, humans might actually live here. Even though it might be more efficient to place it out in blocks and grids, I just kind of don't want to. So, you know, I'm not. And let's bring this road. I don't know if we need a whole bunch of trucks going in and out of the beekeeping hut. So I think a single road should be okay for that. Training is finished. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. That's fine. That's fine. And let's actually get some hives down. So yeah, 300 per hive. Okay. And let's make sure you're facing the way I want you to face. Yes, you are. So if we did one... Oh, really? You're not going to let me tuck them in there? Oh, that's annoying. It's too close to my house. Well, in truth, I don't want a whole bunch of bees in my house. But, all right, this is not the way I wanted this to go. I wanted to line them up in here, but it is what it is. So let's get, I don't know, 5, 6. It'll support 10. Okay, this is more awkward looking than I wanted it to be, and that apparently is too far away from the beekeeper's hut. Okay, so, you know, I've gone on this whole rant about how I like these things to look organic and natural, and that just looks kind of goofy, but it's done, and I can't afford to demolish it and put it back. That would just be a silly waste of money. Now, we need a beekeeper. Beekeeper, we have an application for beekeeping. Would you like to keep some bees and hopefully make me some money? Is anyone semi-decent at bees? No, actually, I get no bee people. You got Alice, you have a very, very rudimentary understanding of how bees work. So, unfortunately, I believe you're my best bet right now. Oh, Oliver has a sort of mid-range level of understanding how bees work. But Jackson here, Jackson is the clear winner at 4 out of 5 for bees. Jackson, you're in. You understand bees about as well as anyone's going to. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Can we... when we have a little bit more money, I'm going to decorate this with something and make it look more natural. I'm not happy with the way that came out, but Again, can't really afford to tear it down and rebuild it at this point. Jackson, have you shown up yet? Yep, you sure have. Great. Get in on the bee thing. And my question is, can the bees, and I don't know this, I didn't test drive this in my game, in my sort of, well, I didn't test drive this in my test drive of this challenge run. Can bees produce honey with nothing growing on the farm? My answer is, I think so. I'm pretty sure they can. I mean, because realistically, there's flowers right here. Although these, yeah, these are flowers. Yeah, they could hop next door to my house. And, oh, there's the bees. There's the bees. Let's go through a swarm of bees. 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 Jackson, get over here and keep the bees. So I assume that they can, you know, just sort of use the natural environment to make honey. We won't get any multi-flower honey, which is unfortunate because we won't have the crops to generate it. But, you know, we'll get some honey. And honey is good, regular, pretty decent money, as I recall. So how are we doing with the chickens? Chickens are fine. That chicken's getting a little old. But that's fine. We'll max out the chicken coop and then start selling people off. No, I want to look at the animals. Oh, this is already maxed out. Okay, super. You guys breed like, I was going to say breed like rabbits, but I think breed like chickens is a better metaphor because you guys just crank out the baby chickens. So yeah, sell some chickens. Just get rid of a bunch of them. That's fine. We'll make more. We'll make more. And you guys are not maxed out yet. Are you on auto-inseminate? Yes, you are. Okay, good. I don't want to have to mess around with inseminating you. I mean, and I mean that in every sense of that sentence. Cows are a lot slower to breed. A lot slower to breed. And where are we at with... Oh, we actually have quite a bit of cow's milk. Probably see when that is going off. So, selling cow's milk. Cow... or just co. Yeah, I mean, it's not nothing. 5th of the 10th. No, 10 of the 5th. Okay, that's coming up pretty soon. And we will make some money for selling that. So let's just go ahead and do that. And the eggs, I should have just done that while I was in there. How about chicken eggs? What are you doing? When are they going off? We got to have a little bit longer on that. They're going off on the 19th. It's only the 3rd. And what would I get for them right now? Price is pretty low. Oh, 617 money. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take anything we can get. We just need to be making an income. I'm not at the point of the game where I can be super picky and choosy about pricing. If we can just generate anything at all, we're good. Because right now we're just hemorrhaging money. This place is costing me more than I think we're actually making. We can actually, we can see that. Let's actually check that out. I believe we can actually look and see what we've done here. So actually, while I'm here, trade. No, I don't want to trade things. I totally did not actually want to do that. Now, let's look at our account history. Okay, we bought some chickens. Yeah, we spent all our money on buildings. And no surprise, our economy is not looking that great. We have spent a bunch of money, but we have basically the fundamentals that I wanted to do right now. So let me move time along a little bit faster. Let's get this into fast mode and see what we can do about just generating a regular income. Good, chickens are being bred again. That means more chickens we can sell. It's like free money as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, the chickens are not high profit. We're selling them for virtually nothing, but we're selling them. They're consistently breeding and consistently being sold, so that's not nothing as far as I'm concerned. I mean, and then there's the eggs. And eventually we'll have a big pile of manure we can sell, and everybody loves that. Yeah, so a few days later, things are just sort of plodding along a little bit. I've got some more milk coming in. This geese challenge, I don't think we're raising geese anytime in the near future. I'll definitely get some geese on the property, but it's not going to happen tomorrow morning. However, the training the worker to the max level is going to reward me 1,000. And that's basically just going to offset the cost of something I would be doing anyway. So particularly the beekeeper, you've only got one more skill level left. So sure, I'm going to spend 1,800, but I'm going to get 1,000 back, and I'll have a maxed out beekeeping guy with a fabulous mustache. I mean, that is a beekeeper's mustache if I've ever seen one. So, sure, you can be really awesome at keeping bees. That will get me 1,000 money back. And we're still waiting to see if we can do the grow 2 cow challenge. Grow 2 cows is what it says. Grow a 2 times cows. Okay, that represents a fundamental and catastrophic misunderstanding of how cows work. But, there it is. We may get that done, we may not. It's just going to happen or it won't, depending on when the inseminator shows up or when they need that. Speaking of inseminator, our chickens have been breeding like chickens. And, yeah, let's just, sell a few of these off. They're not really doing it. We got plenty of eggs coming in, so sell a few. A little bit of money. Not bad. And speaking of selling things, should look at when that milk is going to go off, because we've got quite a bit of it at this point. It's going to go off on the 25th. That's a while, actually. That is a while. And how much is it really going to go up? Again, the difference between 3.441 and 3.481 is negligible when we're talking about 450 units of it. When we get into, well, hopefully we will, but when we get into larger, cow barns and more, well, basically more cows is what I'm going to try and say. Wait a minute. 50,000? No, I don't want to. Oh, God, no. Dear Lord, no. Oh, my God, I accidentally bought 50,000 worth of cow's milk. No, I want to sell it. Yes. Sorry, I just got really, really scared there. Yeah, that's more like it. 1,500 money. That's more like it. But yeah, when we get into owning more cows and bigger production and a bigger experience on the Grow Nothing farm, then those little tiny decimal points will make more of a difference. But at 450 units, it's completely negligible. So yeah, sell what we got. I'd rather sell it than lose it. That's just stupid. I mean, selling it at a low price may be dumb, but selling, losing the entire batch because I was trying to get the best price, that's really dumb. Who's ready for breeding? Which ones? Oh, chickens. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's regular income. Chickens. I was kind of hoping it would be the cows. I'd like to see the cows breeding sometime soon. Okay, I'm going to let it tick on for a little bit longer, and I'm kind of having an idea of another chicken coop. I'm wondering if I want to do that. Let me have a little thought about that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and commit to the 3rd coop at this point. But I might do something different than chickens in there. I might look at turkeys. I wonder if the market is going to tell me how much just a whole turkey would sell for. So if I don't want to sell turkey meat. I don't want to sell turkey anything. I actually want to sell an entire turkey. No? Okay. I feel that turkeys might sell better than chickens and they might breed as quickly. That's my thought. I don't know how that's going to go down. But let's, while we're in the neighborhood, let's just take the road out to where it needs to be. So you can go down there, and you can come down here, and you can come down here, and there we go. Fine. Perfect. Excellent. Well done, everybody. Let's get that built real quick, just so I can find out what turkeys eat. Oh, good. The chickens are breeding again. Excellent. Excellent. No luck on the cows yet, though, huh? No luck on the cows. Get that chicken / turkey / potentially goose, who knows, built, so I can figure out what things eat. And then I can figure out what I want to do with all of this. You're still not done yet. Yeah, hurry that up, please. It's just a chicken coop, people. How hard can this possibly be? Thank you. Appreciate that. So allowed food. So I assume, well, actually, I don't assume that. Let's actually do something smart, like change this. So if I went to turkeys, allowed food, largely the same as chickens, which makes a perfect degree of sense. Largely the same as chickens. But how about if we did, I don't know, geese? Again, largely the same as chickens, except they can eat sorghum. I have no idea if that's how that's pronounced, but they can eat sorghum. Let's try some turkeys. I want to see how well turkeys will sell. They've got the food. Oh, they'll also eat this sorghum nonsense. What the heck is that? What is it? How much does it cost? Is it cheap? Is what I'm asking there. That's sorghum. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's pretty darn cheap. Great. Give me, I don't know, 5,000 of those. Yeah, that's fine. 5,000 of those. That'll top off the turkeys. And let's actually, let's get someone hired first before we get the turkeys in place. So let's get an employee on their way. Anyone decent with animals? Oh yeah, right out of the gate here, Isabel. Isabel, you're 4 out of 5 with animals. I hope you like turkeys, Isabel. That's what you're largely going to be dealing with, is the turkeys. And let's get some of them in. Let's just get, I don't know, some. I'll let them breed out the rest. That's my plan. Milk is actually coming in. Why don't we just go ahead and get rid of it? Anything we can do to make any money at all. That is the goal right now. Oh, it is actually plummeted. So it is at its lowest possible thing here. But that's fine. Just get rid of it. I don't want it going off. The eggs will last a little bit longer. I'll sit on those. I'll sit on an egg. See what I did there? Speaking of prices, is there anything training-wise we could be doing to raise our minimum prices? Reduce the price of land. Okay, well, that is one good thing. Harvesting, don't care. Could reduce our bills even further if we felt like doing that, but I don't. Increases the likelihood of receiving a grant. I mean, that's not nothing. You know what? I'm gonna go off somewhere in a completely different direction and get the wind farm building. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't believe it's much money, but like the chickens, it might just be regular income ticking in. And I think that's going to be the way we get through the early part of this, is we just need regular income, day by day, as it were, coming in, just so we don't go completely broke. Because we're not doing so hot right now, although I just spent a lot of money. I just built a new coop, and I just did some training and all that. Oh, who's getting bread? It's the chickens again. Okay, that's fine. Regular income. Boy, the cows aren't very romantically inclined. They do not breed very often, but the milk keeps coming in, so there's that. And we've got our employee there. So Isabel, are you on deck? Yeah, you are. Yep, Isabel, go do that. And speaking of employees, how's our lonely employee beekeeper doing up here? You doing okay? Yep, Jackson, you're in. Doing okay. Good. Super. Just keep doing what you're doing. Have you in fact produced any honey at this point? Honey, multiflower, because we're not going to get buckwheat or colza. You have. Actually, you've actually produced some honey. Super. Not very much of it, but you've produced some. Good job, Jackson. What's that selling for these days? If I wanted to take my 16 jars of honey, multiflower honey, not nothing, 463. We'll keep it for right now because it's honey. It's going to last, well, effectively forever, to be honest. I see our manure thing is filling up. We have 256 kilograms of manure. I'm going to wait and sell that all at once and make a huge manure killing. I'm just going to wreck the manure market. You are breeding, good. You're feeding, also good. And you are turkeys, which I have no strong opinions about one way or the other. So the inseminator has come and gone again. Oh, goodness. You have a job. Very high-paying job, I would assume, because it's one of those jobs that nobody else on the planet wants to do, which is inseminate chickens. But yeah, she's come and gone, so are we now maxed out on chickens again? Yeah, pretty close too. Let's sell a bunch of those off. Just clear the decks here. Let's clear a bunch of decks there. And I think she actually went basically right next door. Yeah, these guys are almost maxed out in this coop as well. Let's sell a bunch of those off. One of your animals escaped from the building. Really? Where? Okay. We have an escape. I hope it's not a bee. It better not be a bee. Okay, I only see 3 cows. We've got a loose cow. I'm glad it wasn't bees. I don't want to chase bees. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, there he is. Or she. One of the two. I see you. What do I do with you? I got it. Okay, good. I just had to click on it. I've never seen that in a Farm Manager game. I've watched a lot of Farm Manager, particularly the Geek Cupboards, and I've never seen an escaped animal. So, guys, you want to maybe work on this fence a little more? It seems pretty sturdy, but I guess it just didn't work out. And boy, I would really like the cows to get sort of, enthusiastic about each other's company so they would breed. That was the whole point of me buying fours, so I could just breed more. Chickens are doing their job. I mean, let's get with it, cows. Speaking of cows, cow's milk is piling up again a little bit. And what's that going for? It doesn't really matter. I'm going to sell it anyway. Although the price has actually gone up quite a bit. Quite a bit. From 3.422 to 3.465 and some change. So yeah, we'll sell that. See if we can creep our way back up. I'm trying not to go much below what we've got right now. So I'm trying to actively not spend money. Just so we don't run into an actual debit situation where we're actually at a net loss. So I'm trying to keep it between the 40 and 50,000 money range. Some more eggs are coming in. I haven't checked on eggs in a little bit. What's the point where those are going to go real super bad? Third of the sixth. Oh, actually quite a while. Got a solid week and a half before those are going to go bad. The price is bottoming out, but frankly, the price hasn't been that great for a while anyway. So if I were to sell them now, yeah, take my 793 money. That's fine. We are a long way off from any sort of production at this point. And that's where the real money is going to be, is in meat and cheese and other byproducts of animals. We're not going to kill it doing this. My goal is to just work up enough money to afford a production building so that we can therefore, produce things that are related to animals, because we're not growing anything at all. With the Grow Nothing Challenge, that's kind of what I set up here. And, that's, we have no money. Long story short, we have no money. How are you doing, Jackson? How are you doing? What do you got in the warehouse? You got 9 units. Okay. 9 units. Did I not actually add the honey up here? No, not mutton. In God's name, what I want mutton for? Oh, no, I did add it. I'm sorry. I have 43 units of that. Jackson, you're a splendid man. Keep doing your thing. Oh, we should probably just add in another beekeeper's hut. Kind of disappointed I didn't plan this one better so we could get the maximum number of hives. But I didn't, so there it is. And we're about to complete that training. Oh, who's breeding now? Chickens and chickens. God, these chickens just go nuts. And if the turkeys can breed at a reasonably quick rate, we'll do not so bad just flat out selling turkeys. That's not a bad thing to be selling. Training is finished. Use of renewable energy resources, fantastic. So now we have access to the wind farm, in theory, which I probably can't afford. But that is probably a good place to call it for now, and we will pick up the Farm Manager 2018 Grow Nothing $1 Million Challenge in the next episode. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.